up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, I want to be kind of giving you guys my thoughts on what is going to happen to the auction house with the new Field Phenom drops tomorrow. Now, it is a new Field Phenom drops. I want you guys to know and realize it's Stories of the Week rising the ranks. So, it's kind of the same thing, Stories of the Week. It's been what we have been seeing. However, it's a brand new concept, a brand new thing. So, will prices from these cards go down or will they stay relatively the same? Is it worth buying or doing anything, selling these cards right now in hopes for the future? That's kind of what we're going to be kind of forecasting for you guys. Now, I do want to say this. The market right now, as far as some of these cards, are already low. And so, you know, it's kind of tough for me to tell you guys, yo, yeah, sell Preston Wilson right now for $60,000 when I can go try to sell Preston Wilson. I don't even know what the cheapest you can put the card up for is. And I like Preston Wilson as well. And so that's kind of where I'm at right now is why sell? I guess you could sell him all the way down to $30,000. Like, that's his price floor. But am I in a hurry to sell this card? No, because I really like Preston Wilson. He fits my scheme. And so I'm not in any hurry to sell him. Now, if you do have any of these Field Phenom cards that you don't love, I mean, I don't think it hurts you guys to sell them, especially if they are a high overall, especially, you know, if you don't play that. Let's say you are on Madden a lot or you're not playing college football right now a ton. Well, then, in my opinion, it's not the worst thing if you do want to sell some of your Stories of the Week cards. Maybe even like a Tyler Warren could see his price go down a little bit. Some of these cards, again, could see them. One thing I want you guys to be aware of is for a guy like Willie III and for a guy like Travis Hunter, if we see a corner, because we did see an overall bump, so want to kind of bring this to your guys' attention. We did see an overall bump. So some of these Heisman Moments cards are relatively cheap at the 90 overall because we saw an overall bump. So if we see a good cornerback that isn't, you know, super expensive, these cards in Willie III and Travis Hunter, they're going to lose some value. Like I said, a lot of these 91 overalls have gotten relatively cheap, and a new 91 overall corner is probably going to be better than both Willie III as well as Travis Hunter. And so if I had either of those two cards, I probably would try to sell them today because I like their prices and what they're going for. So those are a couple of cards that I personally, and there's no guarantee on the market, but I probably would try to get rid of. Glasgow, I don't know. I don't necessarily, I think he's fine for his price. Outside linebackers, tough to come by. Panzer, I mean, I don't know how much he can really go down. If you have Rymick, I'd probably, again, try to sell him just because left guards, they're really rare right now. But even if we get a good 89 overall left guard, there's no reason to run Tymus Rymick. Tyler Warren, I think, is solid for his price. Could see him drop a little bit just because the tight end position is so stacked right now. But that's just kind of where I'm at with the new with the Field Phenom cards that are coming tomorrow. It puts people in a really tough position. Should you be buying? Should you be selling? It's really, really, really tough right now. Like I said, Tyler Warren is one of the best tight ends in the entire game, but when Hunter Henry's in the game, and who knows? Maybe I doubt we'll get another tight end, but who knows? Maybe we will. If you do have any of these Field Phenom cards that do, again, hold some decent value that are not LTDs, it might be worth your time to sell them. Because I could even see a guy, let's say like Barnett, going down to, let's say, 45,000 coins tomorrow. I could see it. I don't know for sure, but I could definitely see it. And so if you don't need Barnett, and if he's, let's say he's just your backup quarterback right now, or he's just in your collection, try to sell him. If you have, you know, even a guy, let's say like Malachi Starks, his prices kind of actually went up over the last couple of weeks. We could see his price drop down, but like right to 50,000 coins again come tomorrow. So is there a right or wrong answer on what to do? Should you buy cards? Should you sell cards right now? No, the market isn't insanely high. I hope you guys, and for the most part, there are some cards that have went up in price, but I hope for the most part, guys, you have sold most of your squad, because I do believe overall the market has gone way, way, way down, and it is a great buyer's opportunity. Even, like, I know a lot of people are like, well, Ty, you just hype up the really good overall cards. Not really. Like, even for like an 89 Jameis Winston, he is super cheap. And even if you want to get cheaper, let's talk about the budget Jameis Winston. He is super good for his specific value. And so this is really what scares me for some of the cards, like an 87 Jameis Winston for 18,000 coins. That's a crazy price for a card that I think is an absolute beast in this game. And you guys can disagree if you do not love the 87 Jameis Winston. But I'm looking at a card here who has 83 speed. He throws the ball incredibly well. He's just overall an absolute beast. So that's kind of what's scaring me is we're going to start seeing these higher and higher overalls. Like, you know, and so that's going to cause even the 89s of the world to go way down in price. So even if you have a guy like Ashton Jeanty, I know he's a super hyped up card right now because he's having an incredibly good season. But he scares me as far as his price, because I could see his price literally getting cut in half come tomorrow. I don't know how common these cards will be in packs tomorrow, but I mean, right now he's 50,000 coins. I could see him being in the 30s come tomorrow. So that's just kind of what I'm thinking about heading into tomorrow's drop is we did see an overall boost last week, and so I do expect these cards to continue to go down in price. So if you have any of these Field Phenom players, and you're not definitely if you're not actively using them, guys, I would get rid of most of them because I can't see their prices going up. And that's my big thing. Could their prices go down? Absolutely. Could their prices go up? Not with tomorrow's drop. They're just not going to go up. So even a guy like Phantom, sell him, guys. You're not going to get more than 70,000 coins out of that card ever. And so that's where I'm at right now. This is definitely a seller's market. So that's right now what I'm doing today is if I'm you guys and have any of these Field Phenom cards, I'm getting rid of them. Ashton Jeanty, I guess, isn't super expensive. There have been a couple put up here for 30,000. So if he's that cheap, obviously I really wouldn't worry too much about it. If Antonio Brown is 30,000 coins, again, it's tough for me to worry too much about it. But I do expect some of these cards to go down in price. So if you have any of these Field Phenom players, like a Malachi Starks, even like a Mason Cobb, guys, I would try to sell them today in preparation for tomorrow. Even Dolak. Dolak's a card that is an absolute beast at the middle linebacker position. Every time a Field Phenom drop happens, he gets down there like in the 90s, maybe even the 80,000 coins. Right now, he's 100,000 coins. So, obviously, if you're actively using him, do what you got to do. But definitely, if you're not going to be on the game a ton or definitely want to sell him, he is probably going to lose value tomorrow. It's weird because it's the first drop of the new season. The name's a little bit different. So, I don't know how many of these Field Phenom cards are going to be in packs. But I will say this. I do expect these cards to go down in price because even a guy like Sean Dolak, let's say there's none that are pulled tomorrow. Let's say there's 0 Sean Dolaks pulled tomorrow. Here's what you guys need to know and realize. Right now at the middle linebacker position, we don't have a whole ton to choose from. The middle linebacker position is super weak right now in this game. Obviously, if you don't spend up on Luke Kuechly, your options are extremely limited. You've got Dolak, you've got Bosworth. Outside of those couple of guys, it is really weak. I personally like Chris Paul Jr. That's my personal opinion. But it's extremely weak. And so as we get more and more cards in these drops, and again, we're going to see drops Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Over the course of 4 days, the market is going to lose a lot of its value. So that's kind of where I'm at with the market, what I would recommend you guys doing. Ultimately, guys, do what you guys want to do. Have fun playing the game. But I just want you guys to be extremely careful with your coins. It's something that I have done a lot, and it has led me to a lot of success as being pretty careful with my coins. So it's something I will always recommend for you guys as well. Obviously, you can start thinking ahead towards Friday, but again, Friday it's going to be the second drop of the new Heisman promo. So just something to kind of think ahead of. In maybe like a guy like Walter Nolan, probably come Friday, is going to lose some value. So that's kind of where I'm at with my personal squad. I've got a great squad right now, something I've worked hard to build. But for me, before Friday, a guy like Chris Paul Jr., a guy like Tiger Shanks, a guy like Nolan, they're going to have to be sold in preparation for the market to slightly decrease. So that's where I'm at. That's what I recommend you guys doing. For me, Preston Wilson is a guy, I'll probably put him up today. Because I'm not going to play the game a ton. So maybe if I can get 59.9 out of Preston Wilson, I'll take it. Like I said, I don't think his price is going to go up tomorrow. The only thing I think could happen to Preston Wilson's price is it dropping. So I think it's pretty safe to put him up for that price. If I get it, awesome. If it doesn't sell, cool. But that's basically the only Stories of the Week player that I personally have right now that is auctionable. That's going to wrap it up for my video. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.